Good morning from a stunning, albeit a little bit cold, Yorkshire. And if I'm looking a little bit distracted, it's pre-van jitters. So we're in single digits, folks. The van is going to be ready and I'll be picking it up at the end of the week. And yeah, there's a lot coursing through my brain at the minute. Want to find out what's inside? Come along. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming back and watching another episode. And if you're new here, my name is Lottie of Lottie and Caber, retired and roaming. Now, can you do me a big favour? It's just a small channel and I really need your help to get this channel growing. If you're watching this, can you go along and press the subscribe button and give me a big thumbs up for a like? It really helps the channel. I'm only a small channel. I'm trying to do my best to grow it. I'm never going to do buy me a coffee or be a patron or have patronage. I just want this to be a channel all about life on the road, travel, Caber the camper van, and my experiences as a solo traveller. So, like I said, it really would mean the world to me if you could go along, press like and subscribe. First things first, like any good Yorkshire folk would do, in a time of crisis or a little bit of panic, we'll put kettle on. Luckily, I brought a cup with me. Let's find a suitable spot. We'll sit down and we'll have a chat. Wow, this just looks the spot. I found this walking along the canal, and I think just down there I can see a useful log we can perch on. I guess when picking the van up, that's the first one. I know it sounds unusual because I've been so excited about the wait for Caber, but on a night, I've been dreaming about this and everything, so I'm thinking to myself, like, when I go and Dan's going to give me the debrief of everything, am I going to... Well, I know I am, because this is me all together, my family all completely agree. I'm sure that I'm listening and I'm trying to take everything in, but really, inside my brain is that elevator music or the last tune I heard. I'm completely like... I'm nodding as if I'm saying yes, but my brain inside is somewhere else, so... I think I'm kind of afraid of missing those really important points that are going to be vital to the success of Caber and me having a successful first outing in him. Now, things aren't going to be perfect. I'm not like that. I'm an optimist. I know that things happen. I'm a very positive person, and I know talking about anxiety and of getting Caber might seem, if you're a positive person, a bit weird, but it isn't. And it's not overconfidence neither. It's those little niggles and those bits that I'm thinking, have I thought this through? Have I got this right? Is this what I really wanted? And of course it is. I think I'm overexcited, if I was to be honest. You know, like those nerves in my tummy, those butterflies about getting them, getting Caber, are not butterflies. They're like bats flying around in there. I'm just like a kid on Christmas times 15,000, and I'm telling you now, I really liked Christmas. I'm guessing my hope is when I do pull up to my first park up, which might be outside my sister's house at this point, but that doesn't matter, is that Caber is a very, when I say futuristic van, he has got a lot of technology to him. Sensors, alarms, the savvy van control. I think something that's scaring me the most is I'm going to hit the wrong button and that's it, the grey water's going to flash and pour out because it's an automatic thing. The grey water will just empty all over my sister's street or on some campsite, and I'm just going to get the camper vibe stare of like, here we go. Or flooding the van. You know, there's like lots of anxieties around getting it right, but no one's perfect. We've all got to learn, and coming from a teaching background, I know that every day is a learning day, and every day that you do learn and you do spend on something and a subject, that it's just going to keep getting better and better. So I guess the best thing for you guys is you're going to see all those trials and tribulations throughout this channel. And as I've always said, I'll be authentic. You're going to see the good, the bad, and sometimes the extremely ugly. But I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And Caber's just going to be such an amazing van. Is what I've dreamed of for so long. I have really, really driven my friends and family mad. I think even the postman knows that Caber's coming. I've been talking about him so much and the expectation's so high, and I 100% know that he's going to live up to it. And myself and Caber, we're going to have to build a relationship. We're going to have to get used to each other. And I know Danny's going to do the handover and tell me everything. But like I said, my brain, boy, like I said, come down, sit with me. I'll talk to you about how I feel. You're probably already going, what is she on about? But that's me. That's real. That's who I am, and that's what I do. And I'm here for you guys as much as you're here for me. And I felt that. I really have from the start of this channel. The comments that I've got of people like willing me to do this and be successful and enjoy Caber, you know, from all corners of the world. It's absolutely blown my mind, to be honest. But I'm truly grateful, and I hope that I can pay you back by taking you along on this experience and showing you real van life. Another one of those fears, I think, or anxieties is driving Caber. Now, I have driven vans before, so it's not like I'm just getting straight into a big motorhome and off I go. But I've driven in Dubai, and if anybody's driven in Dubai, you'll know it's 6 lanes of absolute carnage sometimes. And you actually have to, like you do in England, I suppose, as well, you have to be constantly on the lookout for a car that's going to pull out or somebody who's going to indicate or not indicate rapidly and just turn. So I know I'm going to have to be extra vigilant. I do think I'm a good driver. I'm not a racer. I do drive nice and slow. In Dubai, I had a Mitsubishi Pajero 7-seater. I had it so I could get all the kids in, to be honest, and take them out to the beach and stuff. And that was quite a big car, and to be honest, I felt a lot of comfort in that car, felt a lot of security and stuff. So I'm just going to have to trust my instincts and know that Caber is going to look after me. I'm sure he's going to be a great van. He's just a mid-wheel base van, and I've explained before that I got that size van because I know that I'm going to be able to park it and stuff. Now, I tell you what, when I pick him up, on Friday, I'm not going to shy away from the amount of times that I'm possibly going to stall him, because it's going to happen. So stick around, because you're going to see a lot of that, I think. So like I said, I'm not actually frightened of driving Caber. I've had experience before. I think I'm just anxious about scratching him, marking him, crashing him, because at the end of the day, I've put a lot of time and effort and finances into Caber, and I want to look after him. And where I'm driving at the minute, or where I'll be driving, it'll be Yorkshire, and notorious for small roads where I need to be careful, not just hitting branches, but watching the old wing mirrors and, trying not to kill any sheep. My first challenge is going to be on Saturday. I've got to take Caber down to the MOT centre, so I've got to drive him down there at 8:30. So cross your fingers for me that he comes through the MOT nice and clean. I hope he's going to be a good boy. And once we've done that, then obviously I'm going to look at taking him on his first adventure. I haven't got any idea where to go yet. In fact, if anybody's got any good suggestions from Yorkshire, leave it in a comment down below. Get back to me, tell me where you should think I should go, where it's going to be nice, quiet, rural, and I can take the Caber there without feeling some of these anxieties that I'm talking about, like being too far out in the wild, or maybe a pub stopover. That's a great idea. I love a beer. I guess the other thing coming back from Dubai is they do have roundabouts, completely different system, and the rules are just like crazy. Somebody from the inside decides to come on the first exit, and I'm sure that's not the rule. I'm sure that if you're on the inside, you go to the furthest exit because all the previous traffic will have cleared. So if you see me going round and around a roundabout, just wave and know it's me trying to figure out where I should be. Because like I said, I've spent 16 years in Dubai and all their driving rules. I've come over to the UK. It took me a while to adjust, but here's the crazy thing is I've gone completely to the opposite side of what Caber's going to be. I bought myself my favourite little car, the Mazda MX-5 convertible, and you couldn't get any bigger contrast from Caber to Mav the Mazda. I mean, it's small, your bum's almost on the ground, it's snappy, it's fast, it's nippy. You can throw it into any space easily. So I think I've given myself a real challenge going from the Mazda up to Caber, but you know what? I'm ready for that challenge. Let's bring it on. It is what it's going to be. And like I said, the more I get used to Caber and Caber gets used to me, I'm sure we're going to get along just fine. I'm excited about it. Caber's going to be different from like when I came back and I came into my house. Obviously, you've got the stone four walls and you've got the four walls of the van, but they're metal. So am I going to be warm enough? I'm sure I am. That the cork insulation that I've done is yet to be tested. I've not tested it out at all because I've not been in the van. So I hope it's going to stand the test of time and be true to form and be the awesome product that it is. But the other thing is that, like I said, when I go to Danny, he's going to show me how everything works. I think I'm going to have to record it, otherwise it's going to go straight over there, because I think the mix of excitement and getting Caber is going to be, it's going to be overwhelming. When you walk into a house, you know, like you know where the electricity is, your lights switch on, off, toilet, flush. What else have we got? Well, food, cooking. You know, you've got your gas and everything. It's all set up for you, really. You just have to switch it on and off. And if it goes wrong, just pick up the phone, don't you, and dial someone. With the van, I'm going to have to learn all these. I'm going to have to learn how much water I've got and how I get through that water and how fast I get through that water. The gas bottle. To be fair, the Savvy system that I've got, that I've talked about previously, it shows you all the water levels. It does show you what usage you've got on your power, because obviously I'm going to have solar, but I've got an inverter and a DC charger for when I drive. Like I said, I hope every one of these components get on well together. I hope they get on well with me as well. And like I said, I have no major accidents. I don't think there's anything overcomplicated. I mean, like I said, the Savvy van's going to make it really good. I can switch the gas on and off, the actual solenoid for the gas on and off so it's safe, from inside the van, which is going to be a game changer. I can empty the grey waste from inside the van. I can switch the lights on and off inside the van. The Starlink for the internet, I can switch this on and off from the van. So I know this, I've got this panel, there's going to be a lot of control there. Just got to learn how to use it. But I'm a bit tech savvy, I reckon. So hopefully these things come natural and you know, once I get to using it, all these jitters will just kind of like flutter away. And like I said, you guys are going to get to see me press all these buttons and make all these mistakes and have successes as well. I have no doubt that I'm going to have points along the way where I'm just going to be so happy with myself that I'll be giving myself the big thumbs up and everything. So not here for all the negatives, I'm here for the celebrations and to celebrate all the good things that happen too. So yeah, I'm ready. Before I sat down and started talking to you guys, I think some of these things might sound a bit silly, but I don't think they are. Now I'm talking to you, I'm actually talking myself out of a lot of things here, you might have noticed, but I'm like, yeah, I think I can do this. I think it's just the fear of the unknown. But if you haven't tried it and you don't know, then you're never going to find these things out. And I think the fact that I retired, came back to the UK, had the focus on the van, getting the van, give myself a real focus, a real something to do, like doing YouTube as well. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do it or not, but you know, just got to put myself out there. I've just got to be open, express what I'm thinking and feeling. And hopefully that comes across to you guys. I'm getting there. I feel like I'm getting more confident. I do turn a lot of negatives into positives. I can see a lot of positive in stuff. I've got a true belief in people, that people are kind. Yeah, I'm not lucky because you make your own luck, I guess. I've worked hard for what I've got and what I'm doing, and I fully tend to embrace it. So I'm looking forward for the journey ahead. So I think what I'm trying to say is if you are sitting there and you're thinking of making a big change, don't be afraid, go 100% for it. I know right at the start of this process, you know, my stomach was in knots. Like when I was retiring from Dubai, I went through the same process. I remember walking into work and I just burst out crying because I was emotional, because I knew it was going to end. I needed it to end. I wanted it to end, but I didn't because I loved it so much. And it was just every day I'd talk to Becky, Sarah, and you know, I'd think about and chat through my issues of why it was a good idea and what's ahead in the future. And over time, leaving Dubai, although it wasn't easy, it got easier. And now I'm back in the UK and I've been back here 8 months. Although I do miss it, I know that I made the right decision, and I'm totally happy and at peace with leaving Dubai. it's never the end of the story because other things can happen. You know, I can visit anytime I want, and that's not an issue. So Dubai's always going to be there. But setting off on this new chapter, it's given me new anxieties and new things to think about. And I'm not going to try overthink them because I think that's a bit of a mistake. I'll get myself in a right tizzy. Just sat there waiting for the van to come, stomach like a washing machine, going on to spin cycle and get myself in a tiz. So what I'm trying to say is, like, if you're in my position and you're thinking of doing something like this, just, you know, you just got to ride it. You just get on that wave, ride it, and you'll be absolutely fine at the end. And I'm sure that it's going to be the same with me getting Caber and riding into these Yorkshire Dales and other parts of the UK, not forgetting Wales, and just totally embracing it, enjoying it, and bringing you guys along for the ride as well. I'm really looking forward to that. And like I said, I'm hoping to let the channel grow. So yeah, it's all good. So with that said, I'm looking forward to February. It's going to be a big day. I've been waiting for it. I know you guys have as well. And I hope in the comments of the big reveal, you'll let me know what you think of Caber. I'm sure you're going to love him. I'll take the camera along, obviously. I think my sister's going to record because I've got a feeling I'm going to be a mess. Like I said in Dubai, when I was leaving, trying something new, I was a mess. I was like that, whoa, like a roller coaster. I'm sure this is going to be the same with Caber, but come along, join me. I'll see you on the next one.